bossy is. Made Pacquiao T-Rex arms. Pop, pop, pop. And they're like, whoa, Pacquiao's ready. Pacquiao's gonna knock out Thurman. You know.
Introduced way of knockout. Tonight in his 6th world title appearance, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the longest current reigning welterweight champion, the hard-hitting, acclaimed, and undefeated WBA welterweight champion of the world, introducing Keith One-Time Thurman. And his stands at 61 wins, 7 losses, 2 draws, with 39 wins coming by way of knockout. Tonight, in his 28th world title appearance, here is the icon of the sport and future Hall of Famer. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome boxing's legendary and only 8-division champion of the world, introducing the one and only Manny Kenny Bayless.
Okay, Manny, Keith. Trunks are good on both sides. Gentlemen, we went over the rules in the dressing room. Again, I would caution to keep this fight clean at all times, protect yourself at all times, and what I say you must obey. Good luck. Touch them up.
Over 14,000 on hand. Manny Pacquiao in his 71st professional bout. Keith One-Time Thurman unbeaten at 29-0, 22 wins coming via knockout. We are underway. Round 1, scheduled for 12. Keith Thurman placed 3 bets on himself to knock out Manny Pacquiao in the 1st, 2nd, or 7th round tonight.
That's a tall order. One thing about me when I was fighting, I never bet on myself. Although I was very confident in myself, but I never bet on myself.
What do you expect early, Joe Goosen?
Well, you know, you're seeing what you're getting right now. Manny Pacquiao came out and he threw a right hook and he missed it, you know, by a half a mile, but just landed a nice straight left hand on Thurman. And Thurman started pressing, and there he goes. He's starting to cut loose. I think we're going to see a lot of back and forth action here with some good shots landed by both guys in these first few rounds. Because one of them wants to make a stand. They both want to make a stand and to assert their dominance over the other. So let's see who gets away with what. That's a good right hand by Thurman right there.
And I was expecting Thurman to come out a little bit moving, but you know,
No, he's standing his ground, right?
Yeah, he's standing his ground. He's waiting to see what happens. And I thought he was going to be more aggressive in this, but he didn't. He's not coming out aggressive. He's just...
In his bout, Pacquiao said, "I'm motivated the more he talks. I want to prove something to him."
You know, Pacquiao, he's smart, and he's been around, and he knows he's going to try to get everything he gets touched with. He's going to try to get it back. Good right hand by Thurman. He looks really confident tonight, Thurman.
Yeah, Thurman's coming out with the power punches early.
Final minute, first round from Las Vegas. Look at the punches landed, 10 by Thurman so far. Pacquiao with 6.
Ooh.
Bit of a smile from Manny Pacquiao. Oh, down goes Thurman!
And let me tell you, that was just a quick punch. And Manny Pacquiao moved in with his legs and his hands and caught Thurman backing up. Thurman thought he could back up quick enough, but he wasn't quick enough to get it out of the reach of that punch.
Thurman knocked down late in round 1.
Pacquiao threw that left hand to the body and that right hook right over the top.
And here's Manny Pacquiao coming through, moving quick with those legs, throwing a combination punching, catching him on the way back with his hands down.
All right, here we go. Look, there's Pacquiao. He's rushing in right there, boom. And there's the hook that dropped him, but preceded by a straight left hand to the belly. You know, the Pacquiao's used that tactics many, many times. Now Thurman... Well, we found out who asserted the dominance in the first round. It was a tug of war, and at the end of the day, Pacquiao won out.
Thurman landed 12 punches in round 1. All were power punches. And then Pacquiao with the late knockdown of Keith Thurman. More chances, Manny, from this sold-out crowd in Las Vegas.
Body shot along the rope set. Pacquiao shook his head, saying, no, it didn't hurt. It may not have hurt, but it was still a nice shot by Thurman.
And then we saw that smile from Pacquiao just before the knockdown.
Yeah, I got to tell you, when Pacquiao starts moving those legs very quickly straight at you, get out of the way.
Yeah.
Because that's it like that, right there. That's where he does it best. He catches you off guard with his quick feet and hands.
I feel like I'm 22.
Well, Thurman just turned southpaw for a second, and they both threw hooks, and Thurman's landed right there on Pacquiao. So this is a little switch right here. Thurman going southpaw, switching back to right-handed again.
Midway through round 2, scheduled for 12. Pacquiao with a knockdown of Thurman in round 1. Another good right by Pacquiao.
Those were blocked by Thurman. He closed the gap. He just put his hands together, and the straight punches were punches and bunches.
Yeah, and you know, from the other side, if the judge is looking at that, he's going to think that Pacquiao is scoring points on that.
That's true, but the good thing is that Thurman isn't getting hit with it, so he's not getting debilitized by Pacquiao. So he's able to keep the pressure up. He's got to keep his hands up against Pacquiao. Pacquiao has a great move he makes. He hits you with that straight left hand to the body, and then he goes upstairs really quick. Before he even pulls his hands off your body, he's throwing that hook. So it's always best to keep Pacquiao moving backwards. And this is what Thurman's trying to do right now.
And that's what Thurman told us. He said, Manny's strength is punches and numbers. My strength is counter punching and accuracy.
Manny's saying, I feel good.
Pacquiao's moving around like a 22-year-old, Lennox.
Oh, yeah, he's
Joe, from a trainer's standpoint,
going backwards, I think he got a better chance than Manny coming forward on him.
Also, you know, when Manny throws his combinations, I think that's a better time to catch him and throw punches because he leaves himself open.
Yeah, but he's so fast, and I don't disagree, but he's so fast that he's liable to sneak something. It was a good stiff jab. He's really stepping in hard on that front foot, and that jab's following it, and really did stun Thurman for a second.
Nice combination by Pacquiao after Thurman had him up against the ropes.
Well, Pacquiao's inviting him in. You know, he's really not trying to get away. Did it again. Thurman didn't touch Pacquiao, and Pacquiao decides to come off the ropes. Pacquiao's controlling. Remember I said somebody's going to try to take dominance in this fight, and it's Pacquiao right there. He's dominating every round.
Final minute of round 3. Kenny Albert, Lennox Lewis, Joe Goosen, Heidi Androl. Coming to you on pay-per-view from Las Vegas.
He comes forward at you.
Down to 30 seconds. Right jab by Pacquiao, and then Thurman comes back. Couple of body shots by Thurman. Time winding down in round 3, scheduled for 12. Hall of Fame trainer Freddie Roach in Pacquiao's corner. Freddie told us yesterday Manny's speed is still there. Pressure Thurman, and that's what we have seen Lennox and Joe over the first 3 rounds.
Well, now, look, I mean, he's surprising me right now. I can't believe he's 40 years old and still fighting like this.
Let's check in with Heidi Androl. Heidi.
Thank you very much, Kenny. Freddie, so much. Freddie, guys, back to you.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Freddie saying $1,000 bet on Manny Pacquiao here in Vegas.
Well, so far, Thurman's having his best round right now because he's back Manny up on the ropes and actually started to let his hands go. And, you know, he's winning this round, Thurman, right now. Even though Manny's never going to stop punching, I think Thurman's taking the action so far in this half of the fight, or this round.
Work out, work out, work out. Break, step back clean, step back.
Rounds, Lennox?
Yeah, I haven't been in the first 2 rounds, definitely. I think Thurman needs to really step up a little bit more and throw combinations and then not allow Manny Pacquiao to get back at him.
That's right. And see, he let him off the ropes. He had him frozen on the ropes here, throwing combinations, and he stopped and allowed Manny to come off the ropes with the combination.
Right. That's the mistake he's making at the moment.
We continue to see Pacquiao using that speed, running at Keith Thurman and throwing punches.
So it's up for grabs at this point.
Okay, thanks very much, Marcos. Oh, right by Pacquiao, catches Thurman. Pacquiao again, the aggressor.
See, what Pacquiao's doing right now is giving him different angles, giving Keith Thurman different angles, so when Keith Thurman thinks he's in front of him, he's not. And he has to
7, 8 punches in each one, and he was buzzing around Thurman like a bee, and, you know, he's just impossible to keep your eye on. He's everywhere. And then he mixes up his combinations, top to bottom, left to right. He's really, this is why he's such a great champion. But Thurman is still in this fight right now.
And Thurman's loading up for that left hook, so Manny's better be careful because Thurman's looking for that left hook. And this is where Manny's really good. He's moving in with the feet while he's punching at the same time. And he doesn't stop punching. While he's punching, he's watching you as well. So he's moving in with that feet, making adjustments, and catching you on the way back. And Keith Thurman, all he's doing is backing up. He's not doing anything. What he should be doing is taking a couple steps back and going left or right. Stepping left or right, but not backing all the way up to the ropes. And this is the different angles that Manny's giving you. He's there and he's up.
And you saw on that replay where Manny missed the first 3 and landed the 4th.
Yeah.
So, because he just keeps his hands moving.
Spoke with Keith Thurman yesterday. He told us he breaks down his fights into 3 periods. Rounds 1 through 4, he said it's hard to dominate me early. Rounds 5 through 8, I assess my performance, see where I am, and then I try and win the fight in the championship rounds 9 through 12. Heidi Androl is with Thurman's trainer, Dan Birmingham.
That's right, Kenny. Dan, you know, we talk.
All right, thanks very much, Heidi. This is round 5, scheduled for 12. from the MGM Grand in Las Vegas. Pacquiao had the advantage early.
Letting him get those quick feet off on him and the quick hands. And if you keep Pacquiao on the defense like he's doing, he landed a good right hand to him. And this is his round so far. I wouldn't back up a bit off of Pacquiao if I were his coach, telling him to keep the pressure on him. His hands up. That was smart. Because you don't want to drop it.
And the comeback. The response by Pacquiao.
Thurman's nose is bleeding a little bit. That's going to affect his breathing a little bit down the line.
Yeah, he's got his mouth open. That's never very good. You're right.
Rooting on her husband here in Las Vegas.
Adi, he's not really throwing any shots back. That's when he should swing around with that left hook.
Got 30 seconds left in this round. And I got it pretty even. Somebody's got to make a move here to really win this round clearly. It was a nice little move by both guys. Boy, Thurman's face is really starting to show the effects of Manny Pacquiao's power punches.
It sure is. Blood streaming down on both sides. Time winding down in round 5.
Thurman just reacted very badly to that last series of punches. And he's
upstairs to Chris.
And they're trying to get in the slugfest. And
yeah, Thurman tested him early, Dante, and he saw right away that Manny he's a freak of nature at age 40 to be this quick, and this is still powerful for Pacquiao.
That's scary right there.
Yeah. Lennox and Joe Goosen.
All right, thanks very much, Chris. This is round 6, scheduled for 12. Manny Pacquiao and keep.
Well, that's in big jeopardy right now because Manny Pacquiao's really taken charge in this fight. And look, at the end of that last round, Thurman was really unsteady walking back to his corner. Is good. Who would have thought at 40 years old and just after all these fights he'd still have this type of energy and vibrancy and power. It's amazing.
Thanks for joining us tonight on both Fox and pay-per-view. And tonight, Pacquiao matches Mayweather with his 15th fight here at the MGM Grand.
I'll tell you what Mayweather's thinking right now.
Right.
These guys can't beat you. I'm going to come back and beat you and show the world I can beat you and how it's done.
Well, it goes to show you how great Mayweather was. He totally diffused everything that Pacquiao's doing here tonight in his fight with him. It's pretty amazing to think about that. As good as Thurman.
Down by Pacquiao back in round 1. Oh, left by Pacquiao, and then Thurman able to duck away. "20 seconds remaining in round 6.
Pacquiao.
Well, the only shot that can hurt Pacquiao is if Pacquiao puts his hands down or keeps his hands down and he gets caught on the chin.
6 rounds in the books.
trap him on the ropes or in the corner. Take it to him, but be smart. Yeah. Okay. Work hard. Keep them hands up. Be smart.
Dan Birmingham, a protege of Thurman's first trainer, the late Ben Getty, who passed away in 2009. Ben's son, Chris, was a member of Thurman's team. Thurman told us that Ben Getty always told him, don't leave it up to the judges. I'd like to honor Ben with a knockout or a TKO here tonight. This is round 7. Remember, Thurman bet on himself to knock out Pacquiao in the first, second, or 7th round.
He's probably saying that. I don't think he bet on himself.
No?
No. Boxers don't usually do that.
Bring him up, baby. There we go.
With all Pacquiao. And, you know, Thurman came out hot and throwing some nice combinations. And then he tried to win this half of the fight. Or else,
right by Thurman.
could tell Pacquiao wasn't happy with that. He realized he made a mistake and touched himself in the head.
Yeah, Thurman slipped a left hand by Pacquiao and came back with a nice sharp counter right hand. And then
well, it's a cope with what Pacquiao's doing right now. He's got to develop something that works for him.
Midway through round 7.
A nice jab by Thurman and then a lead left hand by Pacquiao and now this exchange here. So they're trading punches. Oh, good right hand left hook by Thurman. And Pacquiao laughs. It's pretty amazing.
As they were separated by the referee, Kenny Bayless. Another smile from Manny Pacquiao.
See, if Thurman does this,
well, I don't know if he's going to get desperate because he's so far ahead right now. In my mind, I think he's far ahead. I think he's won the majority, if not all, the first 6 rounds.
No, I'm saying his reaction when he gets hit, he doesn't like it.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
It's like, oh, I made a mistake. I can't make the mistake. You know, he gets upset with himself.
Thurman is winning this round. Oh, good right uppercut by Manny. Boy, those punches are real. Oh, and a great right hand by Thurman.
Time winding down here in round 7.
I think Thurman did most of the work in this round.
Keith Thurman in round 7.
Here Keith Thurman steps back and throws an overhand right. Great right hand. Great slip. And you can see how Manny reacted to that. We're going to see it again. And here we go. Yeah, he's upset that he got hit. And you see Thurman scoring with a quick jab. And here's a quick right hand and a quick jab, and he's following it.
More punches in round 7. Pacquiao only 5. Thurman said earlier this week, I get to punch a senator in the face. Manny Pacquiao elected to the House of Budgeting. And to serve the people, to take care of the concerns of the country. So the budget on his mind. And once again, we check in with our unofficial scorer, Marcos Villegas.
Back a little bit too much with his hands down, and he might get caught with something from Manny.
So Marcos has given the last 2 rounds on his scorecard to Keith Thurman. Look at punches landed. Very close. Referee Kenny Bayless calling to watch their heads.
Kenny Bayless, one of the great referees of all time in Las Vegas. Binarag, which is what a great referee does.
Told Thurman to keep his punches up about 20 seconds ago. As we hit the midway point of round 8, Kenny Albert, Lennox Lewis, Joe Goosen ringside from MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas. Right jab there by Thurman.
Couple of nice right hands by Thurman. He's got to keep the pressure on. See, he needs this half of the fight. Good left hook by Thurman, as a matter of fact. But, you know, if I'm breaking this up into two parts, I give the first, good count. Oh, both countering each other. I give the first half of this fight to Pacquiao, whether he lost a round or 2 here or there. He won the first half. Thurman has got to win this half of the fight.
Well, we told you about Thurman's philosophy. Breaks it down into rounds 1 through 4, 5 through 8, 9 through 12.
When he throws his punches, he doesn't stay there to admire his work. He's out of there.
Yeah.
He's showing you a different angle.
Oh, that was a little miss, but there, that one he's looking for it twice, and he found it the second time a little bit, and the third time.
Time winding down here in round 8.
All right, here we go. Here comes that overhand right when we saw it towards the end of the round. Bam, right there. There were about 2 or 3 of them at the end of this round, which I think stole the round for Thurman. And there's another one after he fired that last flurry in the last 10 seconds.
And Thurman's been throwing that right hand in a couple of rounds. It's like a sneaky, quick right hand. Anytime he sees Pacquiao making the move, he just throws it.
It's a little lead right hand, yeah. And I want to give credit where credit's due. Both corners are working really well on staunching the flow of blood. You got Mike Rodriguez in Manny Pacquiao's corner and Carlos Vargas in Thurman's corner, who's really doing a good job. That's a tough nosebleed to stop, but they're doing a pretty good job of it the way it looked about 4 or 5 rounds ago.
This is round 9, scheduled for 12. Manny Pacquiao, the only 8th division champion in boxing history. He's held 12 titles. Keith Thurman, the WBA Super.
Nice right hand by Thurman. He shouldn't be giving up any ground. He should be pressing this fight right now and making Pacquiao back up.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Even if Pacquiao comes at him, he shouldn't back up. He should be slipping and blocking. And
Thurman said in the first quarter, he said he looks at the fight in 3 quarters. So the first quarter went by, he would decide on what he would do for the next 2 quarters. What do you think he's going to do, Joe?
well, I think he should be doing what has been successful. It's been winning in rounds, and that's putting pressure on and taking it to Manny, pinning him up against the ropes and throwing combinations. That's what's been winning in the rounds. Backing up has not been winning in the rounds.
Thurman knocked down by Pacquiao late in round 1. 1 minute remaining at the end of them.
That's scoring points. That's winning. That's going to win the round for you on the judges' scorecard. There you go. Good body shot. This is where he's doing his best work. Is when he's backing Pacquiao up.
Nice combination by Thurman and the right hook.
He landed a right hand and a good hook. See?
Now the response by Manny Pacquiao.
See, Manny knows one thing. When he loses a set, a combination set, that he's got to get it back and even it up on the judges' scorecards. And that's what he's doing right now.
Good right to the body by Keith Thurman and uppercut at the same time.
I think Thurman pulled that round out.
Let's check back in with Chris Myers. Chris.
Kenny,
all right, thanks, Chris. Thurman did land a fight-high 26 punches in round 9. Their recent fights, Pacquiao in 8 of his last 9, Thurman in 5 of his last 6. This is round 10, scheduled for 12.
Well, here we go. So, Pacquiao, he can hurt you at any time. But
again, we check in with our unofficial scorer, Marcos Villegas.
Kenny, Keith Thurman has been doing a very good job of scoring with his jab. We saw the last round he won that, and it's because I felt he worked the jab, was able to keep Manny at the distance and keep him occupied, keep him thinking so he can't launch his offense. Right now I have it 86 to 84 Manny Pacquiao.
Look at the total jabs landed and thrown. Pacquiao 23%, Thurman at just 14%.
well, I don't disagree with those numbers because Pacquiao, wherever he goes, he's always flicking out his right hand. That always precede either that or a punch, but it may have been a headbutt. I missed it.
Oh.
But see, Thurman kind of did himself a disservice. He let Pacquiao come in and take control of this round right from the beginning. He went backwards. There's another headbutt right there as Thurman threw that right uppercut to the belly of Pacquiao. But Pacquiao's got Thurman on the run right now, and he's got him hurt in a way that he's flinching a little bit. But here comes Thurman with a good left hook.
Another right. Followed up the left hook with a right hook to the face of Pacquiao.
Thurman's putting his head down for some reason. I don't know if he's got a rib shot or he's got a pain or in his body or something.
Yeah, that body language, that's what I was talking about earlier. There's something that's bothering him right now. Ten seconds. And Thurman's giving up ground. That's not good. Okay, there you go. But again, Pacquiao stepped back and got out of the way.
Breathe first. Breathe. Try to trap him up.
Oh, body language is showing me that was a body shot.
It didn't look like a horrible glove. Yeah, you usually don't do that unless you get a headbutt.
Yeah, it's a body shot.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you heard Dan Birmingham tell him you got to get him on the rope. So what we've been saying and advising Dan Birmingham has been saying and advising, but Thurman has not been following the instructions completely. Let's see if he can do it this round, because Dan Birmingham was very adamant that he had to get him on the ropes and really do some damage. So let's see.
This is round 11, scheduled for 12 in Las Vegas on paper. Those punches, Lance.
Well, I would say Pacquiao has threw more effective punches.
Pacquiao knocked down Thurman back in round 1. 2 minutes remaining here in round 11.
If you notice, Pacquiao's going with that left hand down to the rib cage. He's looking for that little uppercut right there. I think he knows he hurt him there earlier in that last round, and he's going back to it. Good left hook right hand by Thurman. Good uppercut by Thurman.
Thurman got hurt in that last round. That's kind of slowed him down in this round.
Oh, good right hand by Thurman.
Yeah, he stepped into it when he threw that right hand.
Yes, he did.
And now Pacquiao able to dance away.
But he's got to capitalize on it. Now he's got to throw not only the right hand, but that left hook.
Look at Pacquiao, though. He's such a monster. He just comes right back. He takes whatever you give him. This is why he's one of the greatest.
And Thurman's reacting to anything Pacquiao is throwing right now. So he's on a defensive mode, especially when Pacquiao throws punches. He's on a defensive mode. He's trying to get out of there when he should be looking for a way back. He should be looking to...
Oh, left by Pacquiao. Final seconds, round 11.
Hand straight through. This is when you throw a straight right hand. It goes straight to the target. And Pacquiao's face was right there.
Last round. Let it all go. Let it all go.
Coach chatting with Manny Pacquiao, the only 8th division champ in boxing history. This is the 12th and final round.
The reason Birmingham said to Thurman, let it all go, because he knows he's not winning the fight. Even though he's been in the fight, he's had great moments in the fight. He just happens to be up one of the great legendary fighters of all time, who at 40 years old can still deal with 30-year-old champions that have never been beaten before. That being said, Birmingham knows that Keith Thurman needs a knockout to win this fight.
I agree with that.
Manny Pacquiao turned pro in January of '95. Keith Thurman was 6 years old. Pacquiao won his first title in 1998 in the flyweight division at the age of 19. Here he is 21 years later. He will turn 41 in December.
City punches.
It's not like he won't fight this round, because he is fighting this round, but he's not going to try to go for a knockout because he doesn't need one.
Usually, you know, in Keith Thurman's point of view, he's going to try to do it, but whether he's got enough gas in the tank to be able to do it.
Oh, good left hand by Pacquiao.
We hit the midway point of round 12.
Back off the ropes. Even if Thurman wins this round, it's not going to win him the fight. He needs a knockout.
Yeah, he does.
Period.
He just absorbed too much punishment in the earlier rounds.
Let it all go. Those are the instructions from his trainer, Dan Birmingham, prior to this 12th round. He has 50 seconds left.
He's whipping that right hand, Thurman, but, you know.
But he shook that right hand, so he must have heard it as well.
The thing is, Pacquiao's been able to absorb anything that Thurman's thrown and come right back at Thurman just as strong every time.
Down to 25 seconds remaining.
Oh.
Caught him with a right.
Got to come back with that left hook.
Pacquiao threw a right hook at the same time he got hit by that right hand.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 12 rounds of action, we go to the scorecards. We have a split decision. Here are the score totals. Judge at ringside, Glenn Feldman scores about 114 to 113 in favor of Keith Thurman. Judge at ringside, Dave Moretti scores about 115, 112 in favor of Manny Pacquiao. And judge at ringside, Tim Cheatham sees it 115 to 112 in favor of the winner. Boxing's pride of the Philippines, the ageless wonder, the one and only current WBA welterweight champion of the world, Manny Pacquiao.
Manny Pacquiao, the winner in a split decision. Keith Thurman suffers the first defeat of his career. Back upstairs. One-time Thurman, who drops to 20.